Hello, Tube. Okay, today we have ALDI, the best grocery store on earth. Unhinged case studies. Yeah, okay, that is, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Did it just say unhinged case studies? Okay. Okay, that's the new one. Well, without further ado, let's, go away.
All right, Unhinged Case Studies, Grocery Store Edition.
Stop
Today we're
ninja, glad to have a mod in here.
Ladies and gentlemen, ALDI. I'm probably going to refer to it as ALDI at least 50 times during this video because I'm from Iowa.
Shit,
and that's
I'm
what we call it here.
supervised.
Anyways, first a disclaimer and an ad. I'm not affiliated with ALDI in any way, shape, or form. They have not paid me to say
that sounds
anything
amazing.
I'm about to say.
My wife
I am,
loves
however, affiliated with
classic
sponsor,
pepperoni. I always got with meat lovers with onions. Ooh, okay. Honestly, my father also loves pepperoni.
Sporting goods store, Shields.
Ooh,
They're legitimately
Shields.
the best sporting goods store that I have ever been to in person. They have over 30 retail
I don't know what
locations
Shields.
all
Oh, it's
across the
Shields
United
sports
States,
stuff.
But if you can't make it to one, they have an even
Oh,
better
they have
online store
camping.
with price matching and
They have
satisfaction
camping
guaranteed.
stuff.
I'm gonna have that link down below.
Bro, I've never been in my life camping. I've never been in my life on a camping trip. Never. Like, seriously, that would be an experience for me.
Well, let's get back to the video. ALDI is a grocery store that does things completely different than any other grocery store.
Oh my god, this... Okay, disclaimer for everyone that doesn't know, camping is fun. Oh, yeah. Probably, I don't know. I have no idea about camping, okay? There's so many things I haven't done in life, okay? This looks kind of like the... Oh yeah, this does look a little bit like ALDI. I mean, every ALDI that we know over here in Germany looks kind of the same from the build sometimes. And yes, this definitely looks a lot like the ALDIs that I know. I mean, I have an ALDI really close to my house where I live, okay? I just have to go down the hill and then I'm already at ALDI. So I can go to ALDI whenever I want. Me neither. I have seen too many horror movies about camping, but it messed me up on renting to... Okay, camping horror is apparently not the best source for that.
That I've ever been to, and that is probably because they were founded in Germany in 1946. If you don't know, World War II ended in 1945, and living in Germany right after World War II was straight up not a good time. A ton of Germany's cities and...
it's always World War II that's being mentioned. Dark history for us German, but it happened.
Infrastructure had essentially been reduced to rubble during World War II, and the entire country was going through a humongous economic depression.
I'm sure there are some differences between German and American ALDI. Probably, but from what I know, every single ALDI that you go in, they look almost exactly the same. Like, almost. I mean, there's slight differences of how they just build everything, but they have mainly the same structure most of the time. I mean, on one hand, if you think about it, it's really useful when you have always a similar structure. You're not going around in circles trying to search that one thing that you just want to buy. You know already where the fuck it is. You go straight to it, grab it, and yeah, that's it. It's a really useful thing that I know from our ALDIs. Though the ALDI where I live has already expanded itself. It's a little bit bigger now, but yeah.
Thing. Okay, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, I'm trying to tell you that the founders of ALDI, Carl and Theo Albrecht, are playing entrepreneur on hardcore mode. And obviously they did a good job at it because ALDI is a humongous chain of grocery stores today. So how on earth did these two
always
brothers
go
launch
shopping with a plan in mind? Exactly. Well, okay. Almost everyone goes shopping with a plan. I do go in planless, okay? I have never an idea what I go in for, okay? I never know what the fuck I'm going to buy. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go in there. Whoop! I come back with a bag full of snacks.
Stores in Germany in 1946.
No wasting
they kept
time,
it simple. They were
wondering.
goal-oriented. They wanted to make money, and they knew that not everybody had a lot of money to spare, so they needed to sell everything cheap. In order to do that, they said, we're not going to have 50 different flavors from 12 different companies of every type of product. We're just going to have one of everything. Like, instead of having 15 different types of peanut butter, we just have
peanut butter? What the fuck? Hold on a second. What the fuck?
It's going to have one of everything. Like, instead of having 15 different...
How is there so much peanut butter there? Why do you have so much peanut butter in there? What the fuck is this? Like, seriously, when you go to the ALDI in Germany, there is no peanut butter. There's none at all. And you have a fucking... Oh, is this not accurate? Is this not an accurate depiction? Is this just a picture from Google? Buying stuff you never originally intended on buying. That's me. That's me, Carrie. That's me, Carrie.
Different types of peanut butter. We just have one type of peanut butter, and that's how they got their products to be cheap, by focusing their buying power. Now, that's the simple part, but where the true genius comes out is that they realized that they weren't going to make a lot of money per customer, so they had to maximize the amount of customers that they had. In order for that to happen, they realized that they needed customers to get in, get their shit, and get out so that more customers could come in. So they German engineered this entire grocery store to streamline the entire shopping experience to make it as fast as humanly possible.
See, that's what I told you. They make it as fast as possible.
And oh boy, did that work, because in the first 10 years, they went from one grocery store to 300 grocery stores.
Yes,
then the two brothers,
perfectly.
Carl and Theo, got in a huge fight because one of the brothers wanted to have cigarettes in the grocery store and the
I go with a general outline like, okay, I need to hit the rice aisle or soup aisle on the side. Oh, this sounds like someone that has a... That sounds like someone not like me. I never really have a plan. And yes, that's accurate to an American grocery store.
They were going to split their massive business completely in half. They were going to have Aldi's North and Aldi's South.
Honestly, I always heard that there is this difference between Aldi and Aldi North and Aldi South, honestly. I heard that this is something about that that the founders basically disagreed and just separated from each other. I'm not exactly sure, okay? I've never really got the full story. I only ever heard the outlines of it. I have no idea.
They literally just drew a line across Germany, said, all these grocery stores are mine, all the ones down there are yours.
Wait a minute. Does that mean if I just say which kind of Aldi I know, I could dox myself? If you know which kind of Aldi logo I know, I would dox myself here. Oh, shit.
Yeah, capitalism and communism are splitting Germany east to west. Aldi's is splitting it north to south. But here's the thing. The brothers didn't have a falling out. They still worked together, and they still wanted the other brother to succeed.
I always thought it was a falling out. We have way too many types of the same products. Okay. Okay, that would explain it.
So they were constantly sharing information with one another, and they would come together to make offers with manufacturers when they were buying so that they could utilize their buying power together. So you have Aldi's North and Aldi's South, basically the same thing. The only real difference is one sells cigarettes and they have a slightly different logo. Now, in America, due to trademark law, you can't have two grocery stores with the same exact name and a slightly different logo. So in America, we have Aldi, and then we have Trader Joe's. But really, it's all just Aldi, and they kept the principles of cheap and fast until modern day, which is something that no other grocery store in America has managed to do. Not only have they not managed to do it, they intentionally do the opposite. Pretty much every other grocery store on the planet has figured out that time equals money, and the more time you spend in their store is the more money they can get out of you. Okay, I know that you've been in one of these gigantic grocery stores, but I'm going to go ahead and break it down for you anyways, okay? You walk through the door, congratulations, you've just entered capitalism's obesity thunderdome.
Oh, that's so true. From the basics that I can just say with Aldi, like every time, okay, I placed that one a little bit poorly, I guess. So when we go into an Aldi, I can actually show this one, since I have the power to draw. Like when I go into an Aldi, I just go. Why is it pink? Why is it pink? What the fuck? So you just go inside, and from what I know, you go inside. There's this one thing already on the right side here, this fridge where you can get something like, I don't know, sandwiches, frozen food, or stuff like this. Okay, let's say there's the sandwich corner. Then in the middle, they have something like fruit and vegetables already. Like you have, I don't know, apples, bananas. Okay, so let's draw a very bad banana. I cannot reach with my hand over my freaking keyboard. Or a freaking apple. The next one that I know is where you can get some basic bakery stuff, like, I don't know, bread, a little bit of bread, something sweet, like a donut or a freaking other thing. And yeah, you can, this is the basic layout that I am already used to. And then there's already these other ites where you can get more stuff like this, and you go there and you go. If I can have to say, I guess they're basically leading you through the store. Cause if you just go in there, you go inside, you go already to the right, then you just go all the way over there until you reach over here the cashier. Then you leave right back out at the same kind of door. Well, they are separated so that you don't, steal anything. So you have a separation here. That's how it works here. Welcome to the Capitalism Thunderdome. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but it really feels like they already lead you through the store if you look at most ALDIs, honestly. And Kaiju, you need to change the Ryan Kelly comedy video. I showed you part 1 last time, so you need to pull up part 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just went through what I found, okay? I just went through what I found.
Because everything in this room is pretty much designed to hurt you, more or less. The first thing you're going to notice is that you're there for milk. Well, congratulations. Yeah. The milk is all the way across the store in the far back corner, and they stuck it there on purpose because they know you need it, and now you have to walk past every fucking aisle in the store to get...
That's exactly what I just described. This is exactly my freaking description. This is my exact description here, what I told you. They really built this shit so that you have to go in that one way. That one fucking specific way. You go in there. You are led through all of these shitty aisles until you've been through snacks, through bakery, through anything, and then, there it is. Then there it is, finally. Those devious corporate bastards. Yep. But this is how it works, honestly, most of the time, if I have to say it. Like, even some stores that sell electronics or other things work the same way here in Germany. They lead you in, know exactly where you come from, because they can decide which way you come into the store, what products they place where, and what you can see. It's a marketing genius idea that they just show you, oh, we have also this and that. You guys make, you two said you probably make a plan, I want to buy this and this. But on the way, you will find something cheap. Something, let's say you go through this all, okay? You go into the store, and as I said, there's also already the freaking aisle here with vegetables and fruits. Let's see, you see something like, oh, they have bananas for $1.99, or I don't know, something like this. And you're like, I could need a little bit potassium. And this is how they get you. That's the genius. That's the genius of these kinds of stores. Also, if you're wondering why I'm doing a little bit more drawing, I love explaining shit with a drawing, okay? I thought I'm adding something more to these reactions. And yeah, this is my own spin on it. So yeah.
To it. And pretty much every single aisle there is full of products where they have hired...
Here you can see it. Here you can already see it. Here he's also picking up it. The 6 traps of supermarket used to make you spend more. It's exactly the very thing that I told you. Shops put items in unexpected places to trick you into buying them. This is what I said with the aisles being placed exactly the way that they want you to see it. Luxury and budget items placed together to make you reward yourself. This is why I said they have things like fruit and other things, and also sandwiches and bread, as well as some sweets, and the same kind of place as well. Sometimes even those Pringles chips. Top sellers in the middle of the aisle. This is exactly what I said as well. This forces you to walk past and be tempted by other products. in a sense, it's the way of art, in a sense, if you want to say it. I have actually seen with one artist where they said that if you draw a picture, where do you actually look at it? I mean, let's say you have something like a famous picture or something. It has a lot of things that are just there, but it all works at the same principle. Let's see, you have this man. What do you notice first? He's maybe in movement. So if I add something like this, you suddenly notice his arm is in movement. Your eyes go from this very point where you thought, oh, there's something happening, and you're like, oh god, my eyes need to see what is happening. It's like a magician's trick. You follow the movements of red color, something that's interesting you, something that's happening, and you lead the eye of the viewer exactly where you want them to be. You decide what the people look at, not them. They don't decide shit. You show them something, and they're being laid straight into your trap. I know this too well since I tried to study this a little bit for making thumbnails, making art. It's such an art of how crazy people have been able to just be able to shift the attention of people using colors, movement, or even, as I said, product placement. It's all a ginormous trick. And we fall for it every single day. Shops put what they want you to buy at eye levels with a bargain on bottom shelf. Makes you walk past as many precious possible on the way. It's all about leading. It's all about leading the attention.
A psychologist to design boxes with pretty colors to trigger your lizard brain to being like.
He just said Blizzard Brain. He just did Lizard Brain. Shut up, I'm not a lizard.
Like, oh my god, I have to have it. They're trying to get you to buy as much shit as humanly possible on your way to get milk, bread, and eggs. And I know what you're thinking. All those
calling kaiju out. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
Marketing tactics don't work on me. Maybe, but hear me out. Next time you're in there, just do some people watching. You're gonna notice that a portion.
I was so nice and explain you the concept of leading the attention, and that's how you thank me. This is how you thank me. Thank you very much.
Of the population, their brain can't handle going to a modern grocery store. They turn into zombies. They're pushing their cart, veering side to side. They can't even keep it straight as their head's turning to look at all the different pretty colors. There's people straight up just standing still at a wall of cereal like...
That's sadly so fucking true. I've seen it so many times, actually. The people just standing in front of a fucking shelf, trying to search for one thing that they want. And instead they're like, where the fuck is it? That happens here every fucking day, man.
As their brain desperately tries to calculate and process all this information regarding what type of Cheerios
It's so funny that Kaiju missed my German engineering joke. Shut up! Hey! Favorite cereal is peanut butter crunch.
People standing there with two different types of ranch in each hand, probably made from the same exact factory with the same exact ingredients, but they have different labels on them from different companies, and they don't know which one is going to be.
Yep, that's the other thing. You can put a... You could put so many labels on a product. At the end of the day, it's still the same.
Be better for them. It's like the island of the lotus eaters from Greek mythology. They go there for one thing and then they're stuck there for all of eternity. It's literally purgatory.
This is exactly what I described here right now. This is exactly what I described. That's the way of leading the eye, as I told you guys. This is how you make the attention. And that is one of the many things. I think I've seen that even in an anime. There was this anime called My Boy Kongming. They had this room that was very circular. They wanted to present the main character, heroine, because she wanted to be an idol and everything. So, how did they make the people stay? That's the question. So that's easy. There's exits, there's toilets, and there's so many ways to just come in and out. But people didn't find their way out of that shit. They didn't know where the fuck the fucking toilet was and where they had to go back to leave that area. That is because they arranged things like plants, lighting, so that people they got confused. They got fucking confused on where the fuck am I going. They knew exactly how to position everything so that people would be going in. Like, oh, this is nice here. I'm going around. Wait, everything looks the same. Wait, where the fuck did I come from? And they stayed. They couldn't leave this. It's like a freaking mousetrap, but for humans. Favorite mine is the tie between the Reese's Puff cereals and Cinnamon Toast. I don't know these brands. They don't have them over here, but yeah.
This is why every other grocery store in America isn't just a grocery store. They also have a coffee shop and a little restaurant and a florist and a pharmacy and a bank where you can cash your check. They're trying to get any excuse to get you to come into their store for a second because they know.
But as soon as you come into the store, it's over. You're trapped. You can never leave.
Once you set foot in there, you're going to be in there for at least an hour and a half trying to figure out what type of products you need. And if that doesn't convince you that they're trying to trap you in there, checking out in a grocery store today will, okay? The first thing you're going to notice with your cart full of groceries, there's 30 different lanes. One of them is open and it's the one furthest away from the door. So obviously you're
at the end of the day, it's all about psychology. What can we do to have a customer stay as long as possible and buy as much stuff as possible as well? And this is this whole thing.
You're going to have to spend some time waiting in line because there's only one checkout register open and it moves slower than the DMV in Zootopia. And while you're waiting, you probably couldn't help but notice that there is a mountain of candy on either side of you as they desperately try to make that one last sale. But you avoid temptation and it is now your turn. You're up next. You are getting checked out at the
Most of the time over here at the cashier, it's not only candy, it's also cigarettes sometimes, PayPal cards, fucking things for Fortnite. Okay, also a little bit of candy, but yeah, a Nintendo eShop, Sony, PlayStation Shop, Xbox, and other cards, as well as for things like for telephone, yeah, the money that you need to basically keep up your telephone on running. All of that is at the cashier. And while the cashier is doing that shit, you see so many things like, oh my god, hey! Hey! It's the birds again. The birds are gooning on my freaking balcony again. They're gooning on my balcony. They don't give a crap about me anymore.
Grocery store, you're almost out of here. And that's when you realize that this has now turned into an interrogation. Okay, they're going to open up by taunting you. They're going to say something along the lines of, did you find everything you were looking for?
Can Germany engineer a World War? Nope. But they can sure as shit engineer grocery store. Yep. Yep, they can. And it's the most badass concept that they ever made.
Today, sir, they know. They know you found everything you were looking for because you just stood in line that says, I found all the shit I needed. But they're going to go ahead and rub it in your face because they knew it took you forever to figure out which flavor of ranch that you wanted. And just for the record, when I say they're taunting you, I'm not talking about the cashier themselves. They're just doing their job. They're doing what they were told to do. The CEO of the company, on the other hand, is laughing his ass off at you. I was a cashier at a grocery store for 5 years, and in 5 years, zero people said they didn't find everything they were looking for. Okay, that entire question is just to fuck with you. But this is a portion where they're going to start playing hardball. They want to harvest as much information as possible.
Honestly, I know this whole thing with psychology sadly so well. I mean, I live in Germany. I never learned this whole shit with psychology of tricking people into buying shit for so long already. Like, it has already been drilled into my head so early that there's something going wrong here.
Possible. It's going to be like, oh, did you have our fucking little super duper saver card where you spend $800 in groceries and we give you like 12 cents off of a gallon of gas? And you're going to be like, no, I don't. Oh, did you want one? No,
No.
No, I don't. Because
No,
I know for a fact that as soon as I give you my name, my email address, my address, and my phone number, you're going to turn around and sell it to a data broker, and then I'm going to have robots calling my phone for the next 10 fucking years because that's exactly why they ask
How am I
so they can turn around and sell it. Because there's a total of 0 gigantic superstores that are giving away shit for free, okay? Nothing is ever free. If it's free, it's because you're the product. And then because you have the audacity to tell them no, they're going to shame more money out of you. They're going to hit you with the old, did you want to round your total up today for puppies with maggots in their eyes?
Puppies!
Really? You're gonna hit me with that with a full line of people behind me? For real? Every time we get all the maggots out of a puppy's eyes, we donate it to an orphanage so they have some type of family.
Yeah,
also,
that's so
by
true.
the way. Fuck,
that's
fine.
so true,
okay,
man.
I'll take the money. Whatever. Just
take
give me
the
my
money.
groceries. I have to go. Okay, so that's your average grocery store. But
this
Aldi's, on the other hand, is a goddamn masterpiece, okay? Can German engineering win a world war? Absolutely not. But holy fuck, can it build a grocery store? Because immediately upon approaching Aldi's, you're gonna be like, oh, all the carts are outside.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I'm gonna go grab one. And as you're walking towards the carts, you see the enormous "we're hiring" banner across the front of the store, and it says that they pay all their employees anywhere between $18.50 and $25,
which is also not always true,
an hour starting rate. So now you're already kind of feeling good because hey, this company takes care of their employees. Then you get to the
no, they do not. No, they do not.
Shopping carts, and you're like, oh.
The funny thing is, my dad has actually a little thing on his keychain that is basically cheating the system with a coin push here. Like he can already push he can push his little metal thing in there and then pull it out. Yeah, we're cheating. We're cheating too.
You actually have to take a quarter, stick it into this little slot, and unlock it from all the other carts. And at first you're like, oh, that's a really clever idea because now people are going to put their own carts back so they can keep their quarter. That way they're going to save a bunch of money on labor by not having to have somebody go drag carts in from the parking lot all day long. And that's true. That is part of it. But the other part that you're not thinking about, this is actually an IQ test, you see, because if you're not fucking smart enough to remember to bring a quarter, guess what? You can't really shop here. And that doesn't sound like a big deal.
Oh, in other sense, in other words, if you don't have money, go away.
I'm telling you right now, it's a huge deal because as soon as you step into Aldi's, you're gonna notice a distinct lack of motherfuckers in the way. Everybody in there is there to get their shit.
Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about. Here's the freaking fruit aisle and everything, and usually, as I said, over there we have always something like a bread or so. Bread, sweet bread, or something like, I don't know, other bakery stuff. And then there comes other things. But it looks almost the same over here.
And get out because they have stuff to do. Speaking of which, as soon as you walk into the store, there's no, like, grand opening area where you get to like walk down all the other aisles and like weave in and out and do all this bullshit. You walk in, you're in aisle 1. You have to turn left. There's only one way to go. Now all of the traffic is going the same fucking direction.
Exactly. This is what I told you. They control the flow where the person is led through. Everything is controlled. They will make you walk the aisle that they want you to see. Make you buy whatever the fuck they want you to buy.
Engineered to perfection. You walk in the door, you go down aisle 1, you go down aisle 2, you go down aisle 3, you go down aisle 4, and then there's checkout because there's only 4 aisles in Aldi's. It's perfect.
Exactly.
Aldi's is 1/4 the size of your average grocery store, and it only stocks about 1,600 items, and your average grocery store stocks over 30,000 items. And at first you're like, well, that doesn't sound very good, but no, it's actually perfect because guess what? You need Cheerios? They've got Cheerios, but it's only one type of Cheerios.
It's exactly this here what I told you. It's exactly this concept here what I told you guys. They are leading you the way they want you.
You don't have people standing in the middle of the aisle, clogging up traffic, taking forever. Grab your Cheerios and keep it moving. Puh! Generic brands never taste as good as a name brand. Puh! I mean, sometimes, sure, but like 90% of the time, it's the same exact product made in the same factory, and it just has a different box. And Aldi knows that, and they went out of their way to prove it.
They know, guys.
They went to the biggest brand snobs on the planet, wine people. You know, the same people that can apparently waft or taste a wine and be able to tell how wet or how dry it was the year that those grapes.
Didn't they say that wine testing is actually bullshit since you cannot actually really differentiate between wines, honestly, on their age and everything? I thought it was always a sort of scam.
Were harvested.
But
Aldi enters wine competitions and wins all the time with their $5 bottle of wine. So now it's time to check out. You get to the checkout.
It's all a goddamn pyramid scheme. I told you so. I told you. I told you it's a freaking scheme. It's the perfect scheme of how to lead your eyes. The same concept as used in art, making thumbnails, making anything with ads, or anything, honestly. Because nowadays, our attention is worth everything. If you cannot grab the attention of a potential audience or your customers, you're fucked. You're fucked, bro. So the ones that learn how to use this concept of being able to lead them in that way that they have to go with the flow, or what they see first, or where their eyes are led to, those win. And it's so powerful of a concept, honestly. It's so crazy, and I know it's been, yeah, I have talked with a few artists on Twitter. I have actually talked about this with an artist on Twitter once, and I asked him once how he makes it always that his art looks so amazing, and how he did it always with coloring and everything. We came into a bit of a conversation, and he told me that he used a little bit of a coloring to lead the eye. Red coloring to basically determine where the people actually follow, what they look at. So you can basically just take something like this, like a red color, and then you just go, phew, and you will immediately follow the red line. It's because, I don't know, for some reason we love red. It's one of these colors that just screams to us danger or something, attention, okay? And people will just follow that line, rather anything like blue, yellow, or just black. They see that red line and they're like, oh my god, my eyes. My eyes are attention. Neuron activation. Thankfully, I don't drink. Same here. Same here. I do enjoy my alcohol, but I hate those damn wine snobs. Oh, yes. But what the fuck is wrong with these snobs sometimes? I don't get it. Honestly, just... Why do you need to be so much better than us? Fuck that.
Lane, everything looks completely normal. It's like every other checkout lane in every other grocery store
I call them basic bitches.
Except for it's not. This is not your normal cashier.
Classic.
This is like the NASCAR pit crew of cashiers. This is the fastest person at ringing out groceries you've ever met in your entire life.
Yeah. That is actually so true. That is so true. Since I was a little, I would go with my mom shopping. Yes. And these assholes at the cashier, they were so fast, while my mom was basically just searching for the money that she has to pay. I was left there on the other side, trying to keep up with these bitches as they just go over their whole freaking things that we just brought to the cashier, and we're like, and I just, wait, stop, slow down, slow the fuck down, why aiming for you so fucking fast? The good thing is, I got really fast eye coordination thanks to that. That was a 1+. And I am afraid of cashier, how fast they are. They are so freaking fast. You will not trust your eyes when you see how fucking fast they just swipe everything over that counter, and you're like, wait, are you already done? That was fast. Wasn't that from a movie? Oh no, it's not. It's real. It's real. That's a great description. Wait, why do I see a frying pan? Wait. Huh? Wait. I see frying pan, but why there's nothing happening? React sound, Discord, Tangia, stream element. Huh? Okay, now I'm confused. I should have stream elements active. What the fuck? Huh? What the fuck? I should have stream elements active. What the fuck? Also, hi, apparition. Sorry, I don't know. I think I broke something. Here. Sadly don't have an ALDI in my tone. That sucks. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties. Oh. So the usual.
He's to get to your groceries on the little conveyor belt. He's going to acknowledge that you exist, like, how's it going? And then you're going to say good, and then you're going to look down and all your groceries are already back in your cart. And that's when
that is sadly so true.
you're going to be like, oh shit, what is happening right now? And you're going to realize that he's not standing up like every other grocery store on the planet. He's sitting down in a chair. And you're going to be like, that's kind of cool.
Why does it work now?
In the back of your head, you're going to be like, wait a minute, why did the grocery store that I...
Okay, I have a question. Why did the frying pan not work, but the bong works now? What the fuck? I have so many questions. No worries. It's probably just squeaky toy made to look like a frying pan. No, it's not.
I worked at for 5 years all through high school make me stand up for absolutely no reason. Hi, V, give me an answer. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say because sitting down doesn't look professional, okay? Listen to me. That's fucking dumb. Just because you're making money and working doesn't mean you need to be physically uncomfortable for no fucking reason. Okay?
Exactly.
Then you're going to look over your groceries and you're going to be like, oh shit, every single box or every single product
all of the Winn-Dixie stores in my areas are being turned into either Roses or ALDI.
He can just kind of shit whip it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here you can actually see it. This is how it goes in with an ALDI over here.
Across the laser and it's going to catch it every time. That's how he managed to ring your groceries up at the speed of light. And then the cashier's...
That's so true. As I told you, I trained with this kind of thing. My mom always let me just sort this in. As a kid, I was 6 or so, okay? 6'5" or so. 6 or 5. 6'7" or so. And yeah, my mom left me there. And I had to basically keep up with these fast bitches on the cashier. I needed to use very fast eye-hand coordination just to catch up with these guys. It was a nightmare. I tell you that. It was a nightmare.
Going to give you your total, and it's literally like half of what you were expecting it was going to be, because apparently the front door at Aldi's is a magical portal that takes you into the past.
I remember that story, carry loads.
So then you grab your cart full of groceries, walk off to the side, there's a huge counter with a bunch of boxes. You put your groceries in the boxes, put them in your cart, take that shit out to your car,
Winn-Dixie been around since I was a child, so sad to see it go away. I don't know what Winn-Dixie is. I'm sorry if you don't have Winn-Dixie.
And got through checkout in literally less than 10 minutes.
I don't know,
it's amazing. So yeah, that's Aldi's entire MO. Be fast and be cheap. And it works out amazing. They're the only grocery store in the country that I'm aware of that is just trying to be a grocery store. What do they do? They sell groceries. They don't have a pharmacist. They don't have a florist. They don't have a bank where you can cash your check. They don't even have a custom.
Ours has a bakery. Nowadays, most Aldi's where I go all have a bakery as well. Well, not really a professional bakery. They just offer also a lot of bakery goods. Like, as I said, bread, something sweet, even donuts sometimes. Yeah, they have donuts now sometimes.
Customer service counter, and you can't call them. They don't take phone calls from the public. You can go on their website and they straight up tell you, yeah, we don't take phone calls from the public because our employees' time is too valuable because they're busy selling groceries. A lot of people probably think that that's horrible customer service, and maybe they're right.
No,
what you're not considering is a lot of people don't always want good customer service, okay? Me, personally, I don't want to be Nick. I don't want to be an individual that needs to be treated special when I'm in the grocery store. I just want to be treated like a number. I want to get through this process as fast as humanly possible so I can get back to doing stuff that I actually care about. And I think a lot of other people feel the exact same way. And I know that because Aldi has been the fastest growing grocery store in the country for years now. And according to the Food Institute, they are ranked the #1 grocery store according to consumers. And you want to know who's #2? Trader Joe's, which is also Aldi. They are at first and second place. They are quite literally just competing.
They're quite literally everywhere here.
With themselves to be #1, and I'm pretty sure it's because they're the only ones that are just trying to be a grocery store. As it turns out, when you only care about doing one thing, you end up being pretty good at it. And I think that's the big takeaway from this case study. Aldi's key to success is they figured out the one thing they wanted to do, then they figured out how to do it fast, cheap, and still deliver a good product, and everything else just works out. Meanwhile, all the other grocery stores were too worried about competing with Walmart, and now they're not even really grocery stores anymore. They're just Walmart knockoffs that don't sell video games.
That's true.
So in conclusion, that's how Aldi became the last grocery store. If you have a company that you want me to talk about next, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch.
Honestly, I find his explanation really interesting.
Out.
Yeah, he has really good explanation. I have to give him to that.
I'm an adult.
Some people just want to make things difficult for the employees and everyone else in the store by bringing their attitudes and taking it out on people who have nothing to do with whatever stick is up their ass. Oh, that's so true. That's so true, man. That's so fucking true. Yeah, but it's yeah, this is all really true about ALDI. Like, seriously, I have the best experience. Certified German here. I can tell you so much about ALDI, honestly. Because, yeah, this is where we mainly shop here all of the time.